Hey, what's going on, fellow YouTubers? This is Major League Shooter here, about to do a overview of the Beretta M9 pistol. So, with that being said, here it goes. Alright guys, so when you first get the Beretta M9, this is what you get. You get a nice blue little box. It looks like it's heavy duty made. Pretty good. My only complaint is these closing clips, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they're called necessarily, but as you can see, the little white thing right here is starting to show some wear, making it pretty terrible. But anyways, when you open the box, the first thing you see is the Beretta M9 pistol. Okay, and the secondary thing you see is an extra magazine. Now the primary magazine's already inside the magazine well, which I'll just set it up aside and do a quick check really quick. Nothing in the chamber and no magazine in the magazine well. It also comes with this spacer that has the Beretta logo on the inside. It's pretty cool, but it's pretty much useless. Okay, this is a very nice firearm. I actually really like it. This is a semi-automatic pistol chambered in the 9mm cartridge. As I've already showed you before, it is magazine fed through box magazines, and it is recoil operated. Basically what that is as soon as you fire the round out of the chamber, or out of the firearm, it cocks the pistol back, ejecting one of the, the 9mm rounds and loading up another one into the chamber. This is the, I guess you could say, the civilian version of the U.S. military service pistol. It has been a military service pistol since 1985, since it took over the famous 1911. There's a lot of controversy on that. I'll let that be for maybe another video or something. Now, through all the conflicts that this firearm has seen, it has been rightfully nicknamed the World Defender. I think it's a pretty cool name, but clearly useless at its core. But it's a pretty accurate firearm as well. The maximum range of this firearm is 1,800 meters, but its maximum effective range is only 50 meters, which is not bad at all. Beretta claims that during the trials that the military gave them, they shot 10 shot groups of 3 inches or less at a distance of 50 meters, which is approximately 55 yards. That's not bad at all. 10 shot groups of 3 inches or less at a distance of 50 meters. That's not bad at all. It's very accurate. It's also very dependable. Beretta also states that during the trials and everything like that, that the military put it through some pretty harsh temperatures, from as low as 40 degrees as high as 140 degrees, and it continuously fired effectively. Not only that, but they shot about 35,000 rounds out of this firearm before it actually received its first malfunction. This is using commercial ammunition, by the way, which is still not bad. Now, there is this rumor going around saying that the malfunction that it received after the 35,000 rounds was due to a bad magazine. Now, I've never seen any publications or anything like that, any reports from Beretta, anything official, any real empirical evidence that states that it was the actual magazine. So it could have been the pistol, it could have been the magazine, I don't know. I can't tell you. But 35,000 rounds before its first malfunction is not bad at all. Now, the Beretta M9 pistol has a 2-dot sight. We in the military used to call this stacking the snowman, basically because you just put the white dot on top of this half white dot and it creates a snowman-like figure, thus having the nickname stacking the snowman, or the saying stacking the snowman. It is not a heavy firearm, but if you compare it to like a Glock or Smith & Wesson or any basically polymer-based firearm, you will notice a significant difference, but it's not heavy per se. It weighs 33.6 ounces on an empty magazine and 41 ounces on a loaded magazine. Now, they do come in most states with 15 round magazines, but Beretta also makes 10 round magazines for us folks in California that can't have anything else other than 10 round magazines on any firearm, not just pistols. It is a steel slide with an aluminum frame, and they basically put the aluminum frame to reduce the weight. What they also did is did what they call an open slide design on purpose. As you can see, they have a big chunk out of the steel cut out on purpose, which what they claim is for the sole purpose of reducing weight. And with this big chunk of steel ripped out of it, I can see why it would reduce weight significantly. I like to claim that there's a secondary purpose to this too. Say you're in a situation where you're using your sidearm continuously for a long time, the barrel is going to get hot, okay? And since it's an open barrel design, or open slide design as they call it, it would actually allow more air to cool down your barrel. Now there is also a downside to that too. If you're the type of fellow that likes to rack the slide from the top, cock it back like that, there's a possibility where you might burn yourself on the barrel. I prefer to rack the slide from the back like this. The problem with that though is the fact that if it's on fire and you pull it back like that, there's a possibility you might, a big possibility you're going to put it on safe. Wilson Combat makes a pretty neat safety design where basically if you're on fire, this even works if it's if the hammer's cocked back and everything like that. Where if you put it on safe, it will automatically spring forward, leaving it on fire, but the decocker still works, which I'll get to in a little bit. This pistol is a double action / single action. I don't like I don't like the double action. It is very heavy, very tough to bring back, especially if you're a new shooter. That's gonna affect your accuracy a lot. Now where this pistol really shines is when it's on single action mode, because as you can see it, here I'll show you again. I'll decock it. Oops. I'll decock it so you can see. Let me do that again, sorry. See, it's about halfway down on there, and when you cock it back, you can see the trigger significantly go back. And this is where the Beretta really shines, is on single action mode. The take up is really not that much. It's about right there, if you can see. And then once you get there, it's relatively no pressure to shoot the round out of the magazine. Excuse me, out of the chamber. It does come with 3 safety features on this pistol, which I think is pretty good. It's got the ambidextrous safety, so it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, you can operate the safety effectively. It is a little bit oversized on the left-hand side, but they are interchangeable. You can flip them around and everything, so that's pretty cool. It does have a decocker, so if you're on fire and your hammer is cocked back, you can pull down the safety, putting it on safe, which is also a decocker, puts it on safe. You can't really see it because it gets blurry the closer you get to my camera for some reason, but you can see the hammer, excuse me, the firing pin right here. But when you start to bring down the safety, you can see the firing pin spinning out of the direction of the hammer. So when you actually decock it, the firing pin is nowhere in the general vicinity, so that you can actually operate it, the firearm. And the third safety is an automatic firing pin block, which basically, it's invisible to us, we can't see it's inside, but basically what it is, it's a third level of security for if, say, you drop your firearm, it will not shoot. It will not really, it basically blocks the firing pin from making contact with the primer of the cartridge, basically making it not shoot. This specific firearm is what Beretta recommends. The Beretta M9 is what Beretta recommends for military, law enforcement, and for people to use as personal defense weapons. It's a very good firearm, very easy to take apart as well. I like to put my hand like this, rack it back a little bit, push the little button on the right hand side, swing the thing down, and it automatically loosens up the slide. You can just slide it off the thing, the frame, excuse me, and then you just take off all your parts. You're completely disassembled, and then to reassemble it, you just do the exact same thing backwards. I like to wiggle the barrel around a little bit, put the guide rod spring back in there, and then to fully assemble it, just push it back a little bit, lock it, and then you're good. So as always, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit a like if you like it, drop a comment, let me know what I can do to better videos, let me know for suggestions for next time, and thank you, and God bless.